Welcome to another program. Recently, on 19th of May 2019, there had been a rise in Tajikistan, a prison, which resulted with three servicemen were killed and 29 prisoners also were killed. The rise had been backed by ISIS militants, and there were 35 prisoners over there. One of them was the ex-Tajik Special Forces general's son. And this has been signaling us that there is something going on in the Central Asia, and the terror threat risk is increasing over there. So let's dig in and we will start why it is like this at the moment, what might happen in Central Asia, and how countries started to react this. So let's start. Now, as I mentioned earlier, there was a rise in one of the Tajik prison, which is away 10 kilometers away from Tajik capital. That resulted with three servicemen killed, and also 29 prisoners also were killed. So it has been backed by ISIS. So how come ISIS is in Tajikistan? Now, for that we have to look at Afghanistan and what's going on with Afghanistan. At the moment, United States and Taliban is negotiating about a deal so that the United States can withdraw finally from Afghanistan. So now think that Afghanistan is like a bee house, and there are a lot of bees or terrorists inside, and these bees now, or the bee house is dying. So what these bees are going to do, they have two options: either they are going to be there and die, or they will leave the hive, let's say. So they will choose, of course, the latter one. If you are going to look at the composition of the terrorists within Afghanistan, maybe half of them are from Afghanistan, but most of them, or at least half of them, are from the neighboring countries, such as Iran, Turkmenistan, and Tajikistan and Pakistan, including Kyrgyz and Uzbek also, and some Uyghur from China. Now, considering these compositions and now the route that they are going to leave Afghanistan soon, we see that also the prisoners, or number of prisoners, and the number of terrorists increasing nearby the border of Tajik and Afghan border. According to the President Emol Rahman, he stated that there are around 16,000 terrorists nearby the Tajik-Afghan border, and 10,000 of them are locals. 6,000 are foreigners, which means that there are a lot of enormous attendance from Tajik state to Afghan incidents. Now they are going to go back, and when they are going to go back, they are going to look at the condition of the country. Nothing is there, the economy is bad, social rights are not given, internet access is low. So what they are going to do? They are going to also start rising and stand against the government, which is going to result some kind of, I will say, military conflict, if not military conflict, but a terror conflict. And this is going to raise the terror threats against Tajikistan. So once it's going to be raising to Tajikistan, it's going to affect Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan. Even in the broader photo, it will be also the same for the Russia and the China because of the incidents there. So the Tajik President Emol Rahman already told that one of his statements to international community that the terror incidents in Afghanistan should be solved over there, and nothing should be left over. And actually, I also believe that this is a very correct statement. Now we are looking at Uzbekistan, and Uzbekistan had recently eased the internet access and also eased the religious education, which they are trying to give the rights to social rights to people. And it's very, very, very clever thing, I have to say, because if you are not going to terminate the reasons why a terror organization is rising, such as the social injustice, legal lateness, bad economy, and unfairness of government, people, or states' reaction or actions against its people, then the terror groups will have the ground to establish its own initiatives. And now Uzbekistan is trying to terminate this. And this is a very, very, very good opportunity also, and an approach. This is the right approach, political approach to do that. How much they can proceed with this, we are now going to start following up. But the way that they have announced, and they are already giving this or taking these actions, already indicate that Uzbekistan is very serious not to spread these, I will say, terrorists into their mainland. There are two main, I will say, heavy lifters in the regions, in the Central Asia, the Uzbek and the Kazakh governments. They have the special forces and security forces also being trained accordingly to meet with these kind of threats, which is very good for the region. And Tajikistan and others also might ask these countries to help in order to mitigate all these risks within their own countries, like Israel, Iran, and the United States work in Iraq and Syria against ISIS. So we will see a lot of new developments. We also think that China will be interested to limit the actions of these terrorists in Tajikistan, because of not only the borders, but because of the Uyghur Turks, that they are taking the wrong policy too. As you know, China has been applying pressure on the Uyghur Turks, which is not being welcomed by the Muslim community all over the world. If considering the attendance from the Uyghur Turks to Afghanistan, to Iraq and Syria, these kind of terrorists might cause a great problem to China and to China politics. That's why also China has to consider its own politics approach against the Uyghur Turks. Otherwise, there is a great risk against China. Therefore, we are going to monitor all these developments also in the region, and we will see how the countries are going to react to this terror risk, and we will report accordingly. If you like this video, there's a like button underneath the screen. Please press on it, and we will be happy if you are going to register to our channel, and so you can take the latest news from us at the time we are publishing. Thank you for watching the video, and see you next time. Bye.